So Robert Guiscard was Norman, and the Vlandians are pretty much modeled after the Normans from what I understand. So we're going to be going Vlandian. A couple things, we're going to get more renown from battles and more income from our mercenary contracts. A little bit of production bonus from villages bound to castles, but that's really not a big deal. And then we spend more influence for calling armies into the party. Probably not going to be a factor in this campaign, so Vlandia it is. And when it comes to our character build, we're going to want to pump up social quite a bit, endurance, and vigor. We're probably not going to be using control at all, and intelligence or cunning. We'll be putting focus points in some of these areas, but we want to make sure all of our attribute points go into these three. So Baron's Retainer, your way with people for the second pick, giving us some charm and leadership as well. Sold products at the market. We do get a point in a trade. We probably won't be using trade quite as much, but it's not going to hurt us at all for sure. And for this pick, we could either go train with the infantry to get a little bit of vigor, or we can go train with the cavalry to get a little bit more endurance. I think we'll go with cavalry. We're going to be mostly mounted and polearm in the very beginning, so I think this is going to help us more. And then finally, you treated people well, giving us another point into social, charm, and a little bit of steward as well. Like I said, we'll be putting a few points into these down here. So there's absolutely no waste in any of this build. This is perfect. We're going 30 years old, and we're going to go with the coat of arms that he had when he was, I believe, the Duke of Apulia. So it's the yellow background with the red lion. And he came from the family de Hauteville, and I probably butchered that name. If you're French, let me know, but that's as good as I can do right now looking it up on the internet. And of course, his name is Robert Guiscard, and Guiscard actually means like sly, cunning, or fox. So this isn't actually his name, that's just what they called him. But yeah, he was Robert de Hauteville, and then obviously he was known as the Fox. And we're going Bannerlord difficulty on this. We're not going to mess with any of these settings. Everything will be fine. Birth and death enabled, all that. And for this campaign, we're going to be starting out as a mercenary. We don't have a contract to start with. It does reduce our party morale for 5 years. It's really not a big deal. We start with a small contingent of troops. We'll probably end up firing most of them anyways. I don't know. We'll see. It's going to be tough. And then we are, let's see. So we did quite a bit of raiding in the Empire lands in southern Italy. And I believe that's who we set up with the Western Empire. So it all matches out. And then as far as religion goes, we're going the Canticles, which is the Vlandic religion. So that'll help. We'll start off with a little bit of piety, and we're gaining piety each day as well. So that helps. Now we start off in pretty dire straits. We have no food, almost no money, troops that we can't afford. We're not high enough clan tier to even get a job as a mercenary. So we got to find out how we're going to survive ASAP. And let's take a look at some of the famous people that we're going to be running to in our campaign. So the leader of the Asteroid tribe is the Ibn al-Hawak. He was one of the emirs on the island of Sicily, and he definitely got into it with Robert Guiscard, so we're going to be seeing quite a bit of him. Up next, let's take a look at Britannia. So Britannia is led by Harold Godwinson. So this is basically who was in control of England at the time. Don't know that we'll be running into him too much, but he did make an appearance in a previous campaign, and I thought it'd be kind of cool to have him back because it is around that same time period. So it is fairly accurate. Up next, we got the Khazaits. The Khagan of Khazait is Suleiman ibn Kutulmish. He was actually the leader of the Sultanate of Rum around this time. So I thought it'd be kind of cool to include him. Again, we probably won't run into him too much, but just in case. Now let's look at the Northern Empire, who is run by Henry IV, who was the Holy Roman Emperor around that time. Robert Guiscard and Henry IV definitely had some interactions, so hopefully we'll see that in this campaign. Now let's take a look at the Southern Empire, who is led by Constantine X, who was the Emperor of the Byzantine Empire. Definitely had some interactions here, so we'll be seeing more of this guy. Now let's take a look at Sturgia, who is, you might be familiar with from one of my favorite campaigns I've ever played, Harold Sigurdsson. Give him a better beard this time, something that's a bit more accurate. Now he was in control of Norway around this time, so this would be accurate. Next, let's see who we're replacing Durthert with. So this is William the Bastard. Now this is a little bit of a controversial pick. The timing is slightly off. It would have been somebody else. I believe even Edward the Confessor would have been in control of England and I believe Normandy at that time. But after he died, William the Bastard took over. And this kind of makes a bit more sense. This is William the Conqueror after he took out Harold Sigurdsson and Harold Godwinson. I'm really curious to see if they go to battle. And maybe William the Bastard is the one that puts both of those down in the dirt, which would be historically accurate. And I would love to see that. And finally, let's take a look at the Western Empire. We've got Pope Nicholas II. Now, this guy was in power around that time, and he got into it with Robert Guiscard quite a bit. So again, we're going to be seeing a lot of this guy. Really excited to see him. I've never had a pope in any of my campaigns, and it's kind of exciting because they were definitely different back in the day. And it's going to be fun to see how it shakes out. So that's it. That's all the famous people that we've added in. Hopefully it all makes sense, but let's go ahead and get into the campaign. So let's take a look at our character build and kind of discuss how we plan on going about this. So we're going to need a bit of roguery just because of the unique situation that we're in, not being able to sell gear. Or, I mean, we could sell it to villages, but there's not enough money there. So we're going to want to get probably something like Manhunter fairly soon. We're going to want to pump up polearm and riding. We do need some athletics too. Yikes. Yeah, we've got a lot of points that we need. We're probably not going to need athletics right away. So maybe we'll hold off on that. Yeah, we're going to want one more point in endurance, at least to get that going. One more point into social. That'll cap that out. Not cap it out, but we at least want 7 so we can get the final perks in each one. And then we'll maybe buff that up later. But we're going to need a bit of vigor so we can get some better combat skills. Yeah, this is a tough one. I think this is probably good for now. And then maybe we'll max out polearm and riding for now. A little bit of roguery, charm, trade. Kind of as these start to cap out, we can do that. And then as far as the first perk, I don't know that we're really going to be doing tournaments. And we will definitely have kids. And just in case our wife doesn't have it, we can always switch it later. But yeah, I don't see us really doing tournaments. I mean, it doesn't help us at that much. So, and then very important, our education. So we are mercenary, as I mentioned, 20% influence is more profitable as a mercenary. So we make 20% more money. It ruins our settlement stability, but as a mercenary, we're not going to own any land. So at some point when we switch over to owning land, then we'll probably get rid of this. But we also get the ability to recruit minor factions from towns, and recruiting mercenary troops are a little bit cheaper. So these are going to be really good. We're going to want to go down some of these skills. Like there's some steward perks in here that reduce mercenary wages. There's a trade skill that reduces mercenary wages. Yeah, hiring cost. And then there's also one that reduces the monthly, 25%. So we're going to need to be a bit more strategic about how we do this. But we've got more pressing matters to attend to. If you look at our party size, we're already at the limit. We're actually over the limit slightly. So we do need to get rid of somebody. I think let's get rid of our low tier watchman. That's fine. So we'll stay at 22. We can't really afford to keep all these guys more than a day unless we make some cash. And we don't even have food. So let's get to town. Let's buy some food, just some cheap stuff. Now we already... We actually spent almost all our cash on that. So let's buy up to what we can. We can buy six pieces of food and that's it. We could sell some of our stuff. I'd rather not. I guess we could sell a sumpter horse. We don't really need that necessarily. But let's see if we can take some troops first. Take some prisoners. These guys are, yeah, here we go. This would be a good group to snag. We gotta get him soon though, because our wages are gonna pop off. It's not a hard battle. But it is a very important battle because we do need to win it, take some prisoners, and then hopefully sell those prisoners. I don't think we'll get too much cash from these guys. All right, so we're going to have extra archers need to be on the left. I keep forgetting that. I'm going to remember this campaign. Archers, ranged units on the left. Well, I'll do it right for once. All right, why are our cav just standing there? Go get the archers, hopefully. Our ranged units are going to move into position. We'll keep pushing our foot troops. They should have no problem picking these guys off. Actually, we're just going to let them fight. We want to level people up. Cavalry coming in. Oh, we took a big hit there. Yikes. There we go. Right, they should be able to steamroll this last guy, no problem. There we go, nice. And we're going to go give them the charge command. We need to get out of here. If we get... Yeah, no problem. Looks like we survived, but death is pretty high on this one, so if we go down to something silly like that, I mean, our campaign could be over right away. So plenty of prisoners we can sell off. Let's do that, preferably before wages come out. Looks like the wages did come out already. So 600, that buys us about 3 days, roughly. So we're not bankrupt at least. And I don't think we're going to do too much upgrading right now. We don't really have the money to spare, and the wages are pretty high. 300, 209 actually. 209 is pretty high. And there are some companions we can start looking at hiring, but obviously we're going to need a lot more money than that. So let's keep fighting. And then, as I mentioned, we're only allowed to sell stuff to villages because they don't have enough cash to buy everything. And we're mostly doing that because it's going to help us get some trade XP as well. Just the way the mod's set up. It always was interesting to me that used items, especially coming off of dead people, are worth so much. Kind of interesting. So I figured we'll try and rely on other things rather than dead people's gear to make money. All right, we'll get the cav all the way in the back, see if we can distract these guys. We need to bait the infantry. Yeah, here they come. Nope, they're backing up. So we'll just slowly push up, bait them in, and then we'll pick them all out. All right, we'll let everybody loose. Archers are going to start shooting at these guys. Cav are going to come in from behind. Now, interestingly enough, their archers are pushing into us. I don't know why. Yeah, they're kind of swarming our units. I don't know if they're trying to reposition, but it looks like they're just rushing right in. Ooh, nice shot. Alright, so we dealt with them. We did lose somebody. We lost one of our range units. Oh, they took out one of our cav. Let's try and help this guy. Especially regarding like party movement speed, we don't want to lose our cav. Let's see if we can just speed this battle up a little bit for them. Oh, nice. Good flank. Alright, there we go. And luckily our guy didn't die. Like I said, we've got a 25% chance of everybody dying in these. We'll take all the prisoners. That should buy us a few more days. And we got some decent gear. Like I said, we'll keep some things because we do need to outfit our guys when we start hiring new people, but most of the stuff's just going to weigh us down, so we'll have to get rid of it. So let's go to the village first. And weapons we're going to keep since we'll be doing some smithing. I think we'll just get rid of everything. We're in no position right now to take any of this stuff. We will keep all the food, obviously. We need that for our steward XP. Yeah, so you can see right here, we'll get 1,000 out of it, but we're losing 2,500. So that's just kind of how the campaign's going to go. We'll try and use this village since it's not going to have its money for a while. We'll sell most of our stuff there. And we're just going to hunt people down. They're pretty fast though. Man, no cav. Why are they so fast without cav? It's probably because we have prisoners. Yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and drop prisoners off every time because this is really, really slow. All right, 1,100. That's not bad. We've got some breathing room. We've got a little more than 10 days. We can definitely afford to buy some stuff here. So we're able to buy stuff. You know, obviously that makes more sense. The selling thing, and also just in Bannerlord in general, it's a little bit, makes the game a little bit too easy when you don't have to struggle for anything. So buy a little bit of food, all these different kinds. Man, there's so many different kinds of foods. Yeah, we'll keep all that. Cost us 500. We still have 2 grand left, but again, that's going to help us get some of our steward XP going. And again, we're just going to keep pumping into polearm and writing for now. And then at some point we'll swap out of that. Now, normally I would recommend appraiser, but in this case, since we're not able to sell equipment for profit, we're only able to sell stuff that we buy, you know, trade goods, then we're going to go wholesaler in this case. We also need to start stockpiling some mounts. Now they're really expensive. It's going to take most of our money. So let's go kill a few more bandits, take some of these guys out. We'll slowly start taking on more mounts. All right, here we go. So we're moving into position. We're going to try and keep the hill. And actually, let's send our cav out into the open field. Hopefully that'll distract them a bit. All right, get up here quick, boys. Yeah, that's... We had the flank, but they're just pushing us, which is fine. It's kind of what we wanted anyways. And then we'll just put our crossbowmen on the side flank here. And then let's charge both our infantry and our mounts. So hopefully they go in after the range units. Oh, they're getting shot up. Yeah, they decided, nope. But not worth it. We are starting to lose some people. You know, we should probably spend some time going after the archers. These are the most deadly. Oh, good shot. One of our crossbows just blasted him. We'll take some of these guys out. And that's all they got. So we actually did lose somebody. We lost a mercenary guard, and we gained a few levels here and there. Nothing too big. Like I said, in the beginning, we're just trying to establish ourselves. We'll take all the loot. We'll take some upgrades out of it. Like I said, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to make much money from it. Now, which village was it? I think it was Armory. Yeah, so they do regenerate some. They don't go above 1,000. We're going to be making almost nothing on these. Now, I think I want to keep some of these. Let's keep one shield. Crossbow, this is a pretty bad one though. Yeah, I don't think it's worth keeping those. So we'll dump all this. And there's not really anything worth keeping in here. This is all pretty bad quality. So let's get rid of all that stuff. So like I said, you can see we're losing 2,500 by selling all this stuff. But that's the rules. We're going to follow it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun because I do like the economic side of this game. I just feel like it's a little bit too easy to game it. So I think by doing this, not having any loot from battles, we have to be quite a bit smarter about how we go about things. So we'll try and save up some money, maybe get a couple caravans going, get some gang alleys. All right, so we're going to be capped out on polearm now. We got to get riding up at some point. Now there's a new type of party. So this is Southern Enslavers. So these guys I think are pretty tough. Yeah, it's all cavalry too. A raid boss, enslaver, and 5 raiders. It's going to be really hard to catch them. Actually, are they coming after us? No, not really. Oh, the manhunters are out. Yeah, there's all kinds of new parties. We got to be careful. Oh man, we're so slow. It takes forever to catch these guys. I'm used to having Britannia as well, so a little bit of an adjustment. We'll send the horses on a little bit of a flank, and crossbowmen will be up here on this little hill. Yeah, they're coming in. Nice. But let's send the cav in actually on these guys. Ooh, what is that? Throwing knife? Charge these guys in. I know normally I shield wall and kind of play it slow. I want to see if there's a better way to do it. It seems like certain situations charge is better, and certain situations shield wall and holding position is better. So we'll test it out a little bit. Oh, nice. That guy just got mowed down. Yeah, he got charge damage to death. Oh, what a shot. Right to the head. Wow. That, that was from our crossbow. He took a bolt to the head. Yeah, look at that. Alright, pretty easy. We're getting a little tiny trickle of renown, but we'll take it. Oh, we do need to get rid of prisoners, actually. But let's go to Galon and do that. And everybody's going away 1,600. That's not too bad. Yeah, there's quite a few companions we can pick up. I think we'll get to that point pretty soon. I think they usually cost around 2,500 to 5,000. They're pricey. There's no doubt about it, but I think it'll be worth it. And we'll take the wage reduction frugal perk. And here's the question. Do we want to go heavy ranged or do we want to go heavy foot troops, like shield troops? Let's go crossbowmen. And then I think what we'll do is we'll probably get some companions to fill the front ranks. Kind of curious to see how well they do. Although now that I think about it, actually, maybe the companions should be the mercenary. They should be the crossbowmen because they're going to be safer. It's easier to replace these guys, the frontliners, than it is the other way around. So let's do that. And we'll do a couple upgrades here. So we are taking a little bit more expensive party wage, but I think it's worth it. We have a small party size. We're gonna need it. And we could do this hideout. Actually, let's go see if there's a quest. Help with brigands. That's not gonna be a good one. Let's see if they have one in here. And escort merchant caravan. Help with brigands. No, so unfortunately we're not gonna be able to double dip on this one. But we can do the brigands. All right, only 2 bands. That's no big deal. Oh, look at these madmen. I don't know who they are, but it's interesting. Actually, no, let's spend some cash. This is really, really painful. It's so hard to catch people. So let's go the cheapest one and we'll go down to about 1,000 dinars. So we really need the movement speed. We'll take that. We'll run a little bit thin on the cash in the beginning. I feel like we can afford to take risks. Now there's that party again. I'm really curious. Let's try and take them out. I don't think we can catch them though. We can take these guys out. Yeah, for sure. These are no big deal. We'll send the cab over on the hill. Let's get our infantry up on this little hill. Crossbowmen at the top. And I'm just going to let them get some shots off. I'm kind of curious to see how well they do. So let's just speed it up and see how they perform. All right, they're killing some people, actually. They got 2 kills already off of, I think it was 4 volleys. That's not too bad. All right, they're shooting at our cav. So let's send the cav in against the archers. All right, we're going to line formation and charge these guys since we've got a huge numbers advantage. And yeah, there you go. Picking off those range units. Oh man, they're getting stabbed and shot. All right, there we go. Last guy down. And almost 2 renown. I said more importantly, we're picking up all that stuff. Oh, wow. We got a pretty nice spear out of it. A Masterworks tall-tipped long spear. So we'll take that. Though it seems to think it's not an upgrade. We'll probably have to manage this manually in some instances. So let's go take a look at that. Now, why does it think it's not a better weapon? So thrust factor, the damage is more, but the attack speed is a lot less. Yeah, I'd rather have more damage because on mounts, you generally don't get more than 1 chance to hit somebody when you're riding by. So I think this will be a little bit more useful. It also has a little bit more length. That'll be helpful. All right, let's go back, get rid of these prisoners so we can not go bankrupt. 800. So I mean, we're scraping the barrel still, but I think that's not going to last forever. Yeah, unfortunately, we've got some company on this one. We're just going to send troops in. It's not really worth sharing it and fighting a whole battle for that. So that'll complete the quest, and that gives us a little bit of cash. 500. And then same thing, we can come back here and sell some stuff. Actually, you know what? Do we even have... Yeah, we've got quite a bit. No, it's not enough. I think what we need to do is we'll stockpile a little bit because I don't want to game the system and, you know, making thousands each time. And then I want to make sure that we're missing out on like 3-4 grand at a time when we sell stuff. Let's do that. In the base game, usually the villages don't replenish their gold stocks very fast, or if at all. There must be something in Banner Kings that's making them replenish, but you know, it's fine. A couple hundred dinars here and there is not really going to make that big of a difference. It's fine. All right, and they're starting to engage our infantry, so we're going to work on developing a strategy where we wait for them to get engaged and then we flank them with our range units and use the cav to take out the range units or something like that. I've got some plans. I've got some interesting ideas I want to test out. All right, maybe, why are they not engaging? Maybe we'll try engage instead of charge. Alright, they're pretty effective against these guys. I mean, they're lower tier troops, and most of our infantry are like tier 3, tier 4, so it's not all that surprising, but yeah, see, charge command doesn't do anything. We gotta give them the engage command now. No losses, 1.5 renown. Decent crazed man. Who are they? Who are these crazed men? Wait, this is an interesting upgrade tree. Look at this. So it goes from a crazed man to a decent crazed man, competent, trained, drilled, madman, competent madman, trained, drilled, fearless, and indomitable madman. Holy cow, these are some interesting upgrade paths. So it looks like they do still keep them at tier 2, but they're getting better gear and better stats. So it's just a longer upgrade tree. This is really interesting, actually. And look at this guy, indomitable man, and 350 in all the skills. It's got a Rumphalia, doesn't really make a difference. And then some throwing lances, 3 stacks. And look at the armor. This guy's got to be almost impossible to kill. Wow, that's crazy. It's got a good horse too. So if we find these people in the wild, we're definitely going to want to take them on because they've got really good gear. Unfortunately, not part of our campaign. We can't use them, so we're going to take a hard pass. All right, I think we should probably do, yeah, so look at these raiders, but they're so fast. There's no way we catch them. Let's get rid of our prisoners. And we could take some mercenary troops, although I think we're pretty close to our cap. Yeah, we can take 7 more. Probably not really worth it. I think what we need to do is focus on getting more mounts. So let's get this up. We'll go back down to about, yeah, 1500 is fine. We've got 8 mounts now, so our movement speed is getting there. And we're going to cap out riding. Let's also put a little bit into trade. Seems like trade is going up. I don't know what they changed in the mod, but trade is leveling up pretty nicely. And escort merchant caravans, probably not a bad idea. Those are actually decent. Yeah, we'll take it. It's not great money, but we will get some good fighting experience. I don't know, I feel like these are less annoying because you know you're going to get into a good fight. It's mostly raiders. Oh, look at these cav. These guys are chunky. We'll keep our troops up here. We need to find a good spot for maybe our crossbowmen. We can't really form a square to protect them, but let's go. Yeah, maybe we can just keep them rotating a little bit. Oh, we just lost a crossbowman. Yep, he died. Instantly died. Right, so he got shanked in the face. Ouch. These crossbowmen have really good armor too, so that was a little surprising they one-tapped him. All right, let's see if they fixed square formation. I don't think they did, but let's just look. All right, we can help defend, at least against the melee troops. Oh man, get out of here with that. Get out of here with that. Shanked him in the face. I'm really worried about these ranged guys, though. These are the ones that are the concern. Yeah, we are taking some shots, but they're not really damaging, so not to be worried about that. And it seems like their range units, they're hard to catch, hard to hit, but they don't really do much damage, so not that big of a concern. I guess they'll just run through their ammunition, and then we'll take them out. Actually, what we're going to do with our crossbows, let's get them into their own little square so they're kind of easier to get shots off. Unfortunately, our shield wall is just not doing the square thing. They're all facing the wrong direction, so we'll have to do it manually. It looks like one of our cavalry got dismounted, but these guys are pretty annoying. You know what we might do, actually? I'm going to try something a little different. Let's go for as wide of a formation as we can with the infantry. Just like really, really wide. And we're going to give them the advanced command, see if they actually do something. I'm kind of curious because sometimes it bugs out the AI and they just start running right into you. We'll get our crossbowmen up here. We'll speed this up. Let's get in there and stab some people. This is more of an annoying battle than a difficult battle. So I guess it's kind of like mental warfare. All right, looks like our guys are getting some decent shots off. I heard... Oh yeah, they just picked that guy off. Nice shot. It's a shame we lost one of them. Okay, we need to get our riding skill up so we can get a better horse. This thing is just snail pace. They're down to 6. So they are losing troops. Oh, there's one just got dismounted. Only 3 left. This guy's probably gonna get shot off this horse right here. Yeah, right in front. There you go. I was gonna say right in front of our crossbowmen. These guys are like sharpshooters. Well, I don't know if that was our guy that shot him from here, but that was a really, really big shot. It might have been this guy actually. If it was our guys, wow, look at that. 121 meters. Picked him off. All right, they finally picked him off. That took way longer than it should have. We did, unfortunately, lose one of our crossbowmen, but that's, I guess, just gonna happen from time to time. So we've got 4.1 renown, made a little bit of cash, and more importantly, we can sell these prisoners. And we got decent upgrades from this, so we're gonna get 3 new pieces. And let's actually swap out. I don't want to have a sword. I would rather have a mace. So let's do that. And I did forget, actually, we should probably be upgrading our civilian stuff too. Let's lock that out. And we can't really go mace on this one, but the civilian setting, it's actually better to have the sword anyways. Now, this one's really expensive, but why is it not an upgrade? It's got a lot less damage. Yeah, let's go with the damage. Let's go with the damage. Sweet. So we got level 25, and we are going to take the cavalry perk because we're probably going to be leading cavalry at some point, and then charge damage for riding. And let's keep doing our request. We got to make that money. Right, here's another one. We might want to actually auto-resolve this if it's pretty lopsided, because these guys... Oh, you know, actually, these are foot troops. Yeah, we can handle the foot troops. I was going to say, if it's a bunch of the mounted archers again, that's pretty annoying. All right, we're just going to send our troops straight in, except maybe the cav. Oh, it's too late. They're already in. Yeah, that guy's going to get picked off. All right, let's get our cav up the hill. Luckily, he survived. Let's go pick on their crossbowmen. Oh, there's our cav. He doesn't want to give up yet. All right, knock this guy down. Stab him in the back. There we go. Archers are dealt with. Main line's dealt with, and no losses. Let's get in there first and get rid of our prisoners. So another 1200, so we're back up above 2k at least. And that means we should probably pick up some more horses as well. There's 600 now though. It's a little more than we paid last time. We'll take one. Oh, actually, hold on a second. We got Midland's Palfrey. Why do we have 5 of them? We must have gotten it from that last battle. So that actually helps a lot. We have 3 cavalry plus we're mounted, so we need 16. So this puts us at 13. We'll take one. We'll take one horse. Yeah, look at that. Our movement speed's way better now. All right, here we go. Raiders. This is probably going to be the mounted ones. Yeah, I think we have to fight it, though. It's the balance of power's not really all that great. So for trade 50, bartering safe passage is really not anything we're going to be doing most of the time. So we'll take the caravan master. A little bit more of the weight capacity, so it'll come in handy. And we're just going to give everyone the charge command, and we're going to get in there and mix it up, because when there's this much cav, I'm not really that concerned about the melee cav. But their horse archers are going to be kind of a pain, so I think we'll try and focus on them first. We got to try and hit like a headshot or something, because this thing's not doing a ton of damage. Oh yeah, we're getting picked off. It's tough because we don't have enough movement speed. We can't really catch them easily. They're playing like mountain goats. They're doing the mountain climb. Yeah, there's very little chance we catch them. So what we need to do is just go after these ones that are circling. They're not locked onto us, so we'll be able to cut them off. This guy. All right, there we go. There we go. We took our first one out. All right, we'll just keep going opposite the direction that they're circling, and then we should be able to come around and catch them from the front. All right, these guys are going to start circling a little bit this way. Nice. There we go. There's another one down. Yeah, this should be a lot smoother than last time. Last time just took way too long. We could take out some of their melee troops too. Oh, swing and a miss. But really the prize is these horse archers, because they're so obnoxious. There we go. Take out one of the big boys. Now we gotta focus on these archers. Should be able to cut this one off. Ooh, man, he took a big hit. There we go. Man, they're taking a lot of damage. They've got surprisingly decent armor, or we're just that bad with the spear. Yeah, because we're hitting them. We're getting good hits in. Man, everybody's taking 70, 80 damage. They must not have been getting hit by anybody yet. There we go. Yeah, looks like our foot troops are starting to catch some of them. So they're starting to go down. There's another one down. And for being bandit troops, their morale is incredible, because they've just lost, I don't know, 16 people. And these last handful of them are just not willing to give up. Alright, last guy just stabbed him in the face. Oh, shoulder, actually. Oh, man. I think he hit the horse. Alright, here we go. Trying to jack my kill. All right, we got it. So 4.5 renown, no losses. And we got some really good stuff in here. All right, we should be able to finish this off. I don't think we'll get attacked again. Oh, Imperial Deserters. That's a big party. Yeah, there we go. So we got it. Let's get rid of prisoners. And we're up to 4,000. We got some pretty good horses as well. Actually, we got a lot of horses from that battle. So I think that's making us, or saving us, a lot of money. I am starting to get a bit of crashing. I've had to reload from this spot about 3 times now. And not really a good sign, but hopefully it's something that'll pass. Maybe I'm just going to go a different direction. Maybe there's something in that part of the map that was causing it to crash. I don't really know, but I'm really hoping this is not. I've already spent a lot of time on this and don't have a lot to show for it. So really hoping this kind of clears up. I don't see anything too good in here. I guess we could keep the crossbow. We're going to need that at some point. We'll want to hire some people, and then we'll need a few shields. But yeah, these are pretty bad. So we'll keep just the dumpy ones. And as far as armor goes, there's not really much worth keeping here. This is all junk. And then same thing with the saddles. We'll make 2 grand from it. We're losing out on 10 grand. That seems fair. And what we're looking for is quests. Anything we can do that'll give us a decent amount of money. All right, Baron Servic, Duke of Eborend. Revenue farming, so we don't have enough troops. We're gonna have to keep finding some more. We've got 5 grand in the bank. We could definitely take somebody. Ooh, and there's some crossbow troops, I think. We've got room for 6 more. There's 3 here. Actually, yeah, there's no companions we can hire here. So let's just take these. And they do, wow, they do upgrade. So they go up to tier 6. That's crazy. Yeah, they're gonna be really good. What kind of gear do they have? The 500 double belt crossbow? That would be nice to have. And that does balloon our monthly wage quite a bit. So we gotta be kind of careful. Let's go do some quests. Crafting materials. Last time I tried the crafting materials quest, it did not work. So I'm going to skip it for now. And there's a lot of noble that need things done. Let's see. So they're asking us to recruit Valund Bourgeoisie Lancier. I don't know if we can find them, but we'll at least try. We got to take them to Turby Castle. Let's see if we can see which one it is. It's not that one. All right, let's go look around. Okay, here we go. The Vallon Bourgeoisie Lancier. So actually foot troops. Interesting. We should be able to find those. And it's not that one, so it's a different troop tree. Yeah, it's kind of like this one, but not quite. I'm wondering if those types are only found in the town. No, nothing here. Let's keep checking villages. Yeah, I'm really not sure. That's interesting. I don't know where to get these guys. They don't seem to be in the spawn. They're not in the troop rotations. I'm only seeing this troop tree. I don't know. Maybe we need to go to a different area. Let's go take a look. We might fail that one, but you know, whatever. It's not that big of a deal. All right, we are actually faster than these raiders right now because they have a lot of prisoners. So we will take that fight.